Former unified heavyweight champion Andy Ruiz Jr. will return after being away from the ring for 16 months on Saturday, May 1st against Chris Arreola at the Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Andy, man, you made us wait so long. How you feeling? That's been quite a long time. It's good to see you.
It feels really good, man. Plus all the pandemic, I had a lot of people had a lot, like almost a year off, so
Oh, wow.
coming back, it feels amazing.
And you look great, man. It's good to see you. I mean, you've been very, very busy. A lot has been said about the weight thing, that you're losing a lot of weight, and they're afraid that you might be losing some power on the blows. How do you feel about that? How much weight have you lost so far as well?
Well, I was 310 pounds, and right now we're at 255 pounds. The power's still there. The speed is still there. I'm doing stuff that I never done before, as lifting weights, doing a lot of squats. So I feel I'm going to be even stronger.
Yandy, and do you feel like the way that this is being working, how far do you want to go? Like, is this the way that you're going to step in the ring with Chris, or are you expecting to go even lower?
It all depends how I feel. I could have dropped even more low if I wanted to, but I wanted to stay at 255 to see how I feel. And, I'm still going to be working on the body. So the main thing is just to stay disciplined, stay focused. And, after this fight, God willing, we get the victory, just to stay training, because I'm not where I want to be at, but I'm better than I was before. So I feel really good right now.
Andy, I want to also talk about just a few days ago when you were at the camp with Canelo. I couldn't be there because of COVID, but my colleague was there, but he got some images of you and your kid actually sparring, having a good time. Tell me a little bit about that. I mean, are you teaching him? Is he interested? First of all, what's his name?
His name is Andy Ruiz III.
Awesome.
His name is, but we call him AJ. And it's a blessing to have them open the doors for me and for my son too, plus he's my big motivation, and I love bringing him to the gym. Everybody loves him. When he comes, he brings the light to the gym, so there's this guy named Munid. He usually gives me meal preps, and he brings AJ pancakes with sprinkles on it. I'm like, hey man, like I should be eating that. But if he wants to fight, I'll support him 100%. But I fight so they don't have to fight. I'd rather him go to school, be educated, and all that. But I'm gonna support him in whatever he wants to do.
How old is he?
He's 9 years old.
9 years old. So is he the oldest one? Because I know you have five or six.
5.
5 kids. So which one is he?
My daughter is the oldest. She's 13 years old, and he's the second oldest. He's 9 years old.
So what can you tell me about his personality? Is he like you when you were a child? Because I know you've talked about you being timid and shy when you were a kid, but is he like you when you were a kid?
No, he's actually really outgoing. He's not shy. He's not anything, he speaks what his mind says, and that's what everybody loves about him. He's funny. He'll dance whenever he wants. He'll get the mitts and try to train everybody. He's amazing, man. Like I said, he's my big motivation, and he's gonna be there walking me out in the ring too.
So does he get in trouble like you used to as a kid, or no? He's more a pacifist.
No, he's a good kid, but he has his times when he gets in trouble, like every other kid, But he's an amazing kid.
If you were to describe a part of his personality in yours, what would it be?
I think he's more outgoing. He's more outgoing and less shy. Before I used to be shy. Because I used to be, I was a chubby little kid, chubby, shy little kid. But when I was in the ring, I put the switch on and boom, I'll become a little destroyer.
Awesome. And has he told you if he wants to be? I know he was having a lot of fun on the video and everything, but does he really think about this as a potential for him?
Yeah, he tells me that he wants to do this, but Time will tell, well, once he gets a little older. That's why I'm bringing him to the gym every day so he can learn, so he could know the vibe and all that. He's been coming to the gym with me since he was like 3, 4 years old. So
Oh,
now
wow.
that he's 9 years old, it's a blessing.
And last couple of questions about your kid. What about his mom? Would she agree if he wants to take this, or it's too early to tell?
Yeah, I think she would be 100% as well
Oh,
too, but since we're parents, we don't want to see our kid get hit or anything like that. But since I already been through all that, I know all the hard work, I know all the discipline that you have to do since you're young, and like I said, I fight so they don't have to fight or anything like that. But if he wants to pick boxing, I'm gonna support him 110%.
awesome. And what was his reaction when he saw the two fights with Joshua? I'm pretty sure he was really happy when you won it, but then what happened when he saw your last fight? What was his reaction? What did he
Yeah, he
feel?
was he was sad like everyone else, he was sad, and I even apologized to him and all
Uh,
that, but things happen for a reason, and I'm kind of happy that it happened this way, because what if I would have won? I probably would have been thinking the same way, like, oh, I think I don't have to train a lot, I don't have to do this or do that, but now I'm focused, my mind is right, and I'm ready for whatever comes.
and it's great that you're touching on that, because I mean the way that you have shown everybody now that you've changed the way that you used to work. You used to work out. Now you're working with Canelo hand to hand, and then you have the best of the best trainers in Eddie Reynoso. What has the work been like that with them on the ring right now?
Has been a lot of discipline. That's the first thing they told me. If I'm gonna go over there, I have to be disciplined. I have to work like a real champion. And I've been learning a lot from Canelo. We've been trying to perfect every single thing that we do. If it's throwing punches or bobbing or weaving, stuff like that. And you see my uncle looking for throwing away all the snacks over there. Tío, mira la pinche panza que se mira ahí. But yeah,
Having a good time. Yeah.
yeah, but we've been working really hard, bro, and it's a blessing to have them, and they open the doors for me, and it's incredible how the training was before and how it is now.
So when he laid out to you the work, Eddie told you, or I don't know what was the conversation like, but when Eddie and I don't know if Canelo was there too, they told you, okay, this is the type of work that you're going to be expecting. What went through your mind at the moment that you heard this is what I'm gonna be doing? Then what was in
Well,
your
I'm the one who told him. I'm the one who told Eddie that, you know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do anything you tell me. I was kind of desperate in that mode. I wanted the change. I've been asking God for this change, not just for me, but for all my loved ones. And now that they opened the doors for me, I told them that I was going to do whatever it takes to become a two-time Mexican heavyweight champion of the world. And I have to work like a champion. I have to think like a champion, and the main thing that I learned from them is discipline. So
yeah.
I know it's not gonna show just in one fight, but through all these years, that's how it has to be, being disciplined.
And you've been able to copy some of the moves that Canelo has, like the defensive move where he, what I'm talking about, like you move your whole entire body, and so what about those kind of moves? I mean, has Canelo himself taught you them, or
Yeah, of course. He's been showing me a lot of moves. Anything that, even if I'm sparring, he'll try to tell me how to perfect the punch, try to bob and weave more, and it's amazing to have him and as a motivation as well. Because we all want to be like him, we all want to work like him, but for us to be like that, it's about discipline, dedication, and going to the gym every single day.
Andy, you've always faced adversity, I will say, throughout your life. And after the last fight with Anthony Joshua, you received a lot of criticism. A lot of people said that you were a one-hit wonder, and it showed in the last fight. Now, and let me ask you, are you a one-hit wonder?
Oh, that shit turned off. Of course not. We've been working so hard. Think about it. In the last fight, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay, think about it. In the last fight, I was overweight. I was going through so many things. I did not train the right way, and I still went the 12 rounds. I still went the distance. I still took all his punch. There's times when I could have knocked him down as well, but I didn't have the air and the conditioning to go and throw all the punches. You know, I was too overweight. So imagine if I was fighting him now that I'm prepared and shape with my mind focused and we're ready to fight. I would have beat him, but things happen for a reason, and I'm happy it happened like this because now I'm more focused, I'm more disciplined, I'm more alert, so anything could happen.
So, Andy, I'm on my last three. Just wanted to ask you about obviously Tyson versus Joshua is coming up. How do you see that fight, and how is that important for you?
That's going to be a really good fight, because I fought Anthony Joshua before, and Tyson Fury. I met him on the weekend not too long ago, so he's a man of God, and I respect that a lot. I respect him, and it could go either 50-50. They're both great champions, they're both great fighters, but I feel Tyson Fury would win.
Awesome. And how is that going to play out for you? Are you planning to go like after Joshua again, or what do you want to do?
Well, and sky's the limit. The main thing right now is May 1st, Chris Arreola first. I got to get him out of the way. So that's my main focus right now. And then we could talk about whoever's next.
And hardly many boxers who are Mexican descent, like they're not really born in Mexico, but they're born here. Very few are well received by the Mexican fans. In your case, you have been welcomed by them, and they support you, and they make you feel good. Like, how does that make you feel? Like when you see that kind of support around you? And I saw it firsthand. I'm sorry, I saw it firsthand when you were named Grand Marshal back then in East LA.
Yeah, it feels amazing, that all the raza, all the Mexican fans are behind me. And, I've been training in Mexico. I represented Mexico when I was in the Mexican Olympic team as well. So, I feel I'm more Mexican than American because the way that I fight as well, I represented Mexico when I was a young kid as well. And, it feels good to have them behind me, but it just made me feel bad that I let them down in my last fight. But now that we're 100% and I feel so much better, my mind is more clear, we're more disciplined, more dedicated. I'm sure they're going to be happy of the results that we're going to be doing all this year.
Andy, do you have Mexican citizenship as well?
Yes, I do. Dual citizenship.
Awesome, man. Awesome. And lastly, and if you can do it in Spanish, if you can send an invitation to everybody to wait for you for your next fight, then, thank you so much for that.
Yeah, toda la raza, mayo 1, vamos a pelear, vamos en el camino bien, gracias a Dios, y vamos a agarrar los titulones para atrás para ser campeón del mundo otra vez, para llevar los títulos para México. Saludos a toda la raza.
Bueno, ahí lo tienen, Andy Ruiz, y no se olviden que nos pueden seguir en nuestras plataformas de LA Times en español, y también me pueden seguir a mí en @Jad El Reda. Andy, thank you, man. God bless you, and take care of yourself, bro.
Thank you, brother. See you soon.
See you then.